What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Legends Series 15 X-Pac and Kane. If you guys are living in Canada and you guys are looking for these, tough luck. Us Canadians here did not receive this line in Toys R Us. I did have to pay a little extra to get these guys. I think well worth it because I think X-Pac has really been missing in my collection lately, and it's always nice to have a proper Kane from that 2002, early 2003 era, or late 2002, early 2003 era. Or he might have not even had this look at all in 2002, but definitely 2003 era Kane. Just a quick look at the packaging here. As I've shown before in previous videos, we get lifelike details on the True Effects logo there. We get full bios on the back. We get a look at the rest of the line here. I do want to get the Stacy Keibler and Lex Luger, so they are definitely in my plans. Hopefully, I don't know, one day I can get them. But didn't feel like paying extra for those two. Maybe the Luger, but definitely not the Keibler. I feel like Stacy Keibler, I'd rather have her more in her, like, I don't know, a different kind of outfit than that. So, but anyways, we're gonna start with Kane here, and then we'll take a look at X-Pac. All right, guys, and here's Kane out of the packaging, and wow, man, this Kane figure looks amazing. It looks even better when you take him out of the package. But we are going to take a look at what he comes with first, so we are going to move him off to the side here. He does only come with 2 interchangeable gripping hands. No fist, unfortunately, which is pretty lame, because we know Kane likes to throw those right hands, those uppercuts, right? So not having a fist kind of sucks, but not bad. I guess we got something with him. And we also get the tag team titles from 2002-ish, 2003, and onwards, I guess, for quite a bit. It just sucks that now I only have one of these. I do have to go out and find another one. And actually, if this line, this series, did release in Canada, I probably would have bought 2 of these Kanes, because I do have an extra head still from the Decade of Domination Kane that I could have threw on here on a different body for a different look, to have all 3 completed looks for him for that era. But the belt itself looks really nice, but yeah, definitely need a second. Can't just have one tag team title there. Now looking at the figure here, and man, that look of the mask and the goatee there, it just looks awesome. Let's go over his articulation really quick. Pretty standard, most elites. That's why I don't really like going over the articulation segments, because they're usually all the same, especially for WWE figures. And I heard they're adding the hip or the leg drop joint to their figures now, which is really good, because you cannot give these figures, you cannot give anybody big boots with these figures, which kind of sucks. Like, that's as high as Kane's foot can go up there. I feel like if you start trying to bend it, you might break it even more. So, oh, even that. Did you guys hear that? I don't know if that's a new joint or new clicking sound they're adding, but that just scared the heck out of me. So, okay, it does click, so it's normal. Moving on, let's see his hands here. His hands do look a little bit small, I will say. They could have maybe made those a little bit bigger. They look to be the Randy Orton hands. They just painted a glove on one of them, it looks like. But great looking figure, I think. Awesome looking figure. I like also how they added the black straps on the back of the mask there, because that was visible when he was wrestling. You could see the straps of the mask, so that is really nice. The eyes look great. Just an awesome looking version of Kane, man. Kane was so scary during this time, and he wasn't even really a bad guy at this time. He was more of a face, but he just looked so intimidating, man. His arms are massive too. So another thing I'm going to say, looks like they added bigger arms, or could be the same arms. But let's bring in some other Kanes, some other guys to compare this guy to. Alright, so here's Kane standing next to 2 other Kane figures that I own. We have the Ultimate Edition on the left, and the Decade of Domination on the right. And as you guys can tell right away, the new Legends figure just looks proportioned better. Like, the legs kind of look a little bit bigger. maybe I'm just maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe they are the same size, but they are a little bit different. He does have knee pads too, which is another missing thing on this Decade of Domination figure. And the colors of the red are a little darker. And obviously we're going to talk about the mask situation here. This Decade of Domination Kane, just with the mask, it does not look right at all. It just looks like a Halloween mask, in my opinion. He doesn't even have the goatee there, so why would he have the mask? But I guess they included this mask to maybe just have him holding it when he took it off, to have that other head sculpt with the black makeup all over him and the weird hairdo. But actually, this Kane actually came with the defective... this eye was completely solid. I had to puncture it with something. But yeah, so I don't really display this Kane with the mask on. I actually want to get a black towel to put over his head. But yeah, I guess they're pretty similar. The only difference is this Kane didn't come with these fire effect, I guess, hands you can call them. But yeah, they look pretty good. Next to the Ultimate Edition, looks like the Ultimate's a little bit taller. Maybe just a little bit, maybe not. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Back to back here. I guess they're the same size. I still really like this Ultimate Edition Kane. I don't know what it is. Attitude Era, just I love that era. I love this era too, obviously, but the butterfly joints and everything. Oh man, I just wish every figure could come with butterfly joints. But there's a look at Kane. Let's bring in one more little comparison here. I guess we can bring another little comparison. We can bring in his tag team partner around that time. I believe it was Rob Van Dam. So I remember Rob telling him, you don't have to take the mask off or whatever. It's all good. Like, Kane stood to his word and he took his mask off after he lost against Triple H in that match. And the friendship was over, I'm pretty sure, after that. I'm pretty sure Rob Van Dam got the chokeslam after he took the mask off. But there's Kane and Rob Van Dam, tag team champions of that time. But let's move on to X-Pac, because we got a lot of figures to compare him with. And yeah, let's get into X-Pac. Right, here is X-Pac out of the packaging. And he looks pretty good, man, I'm going to say. Weirdly enough, he did have not twist ties, but like those plastic ties on the bottom of his ankles, where the Kane figure didn't have any of that. So, very weird. But moving on here, he does look very nice, man. I don't know what to say. I've been wanting an X-Pac in my collection, my Mattel collection, for so long. This was one I kind of wanted to get two of, to be honest. So, another one that, if it would have came to Canada, probably would have bought in two. So, if Mattel could get their distribution stuff going, you know, you could be making more money here in Canada, because we will buy multiples of figures if they're worth it. And I think this one is worth it. It's definitely a 2-in-1 figure. I've seen other pictures online, so we are going to go through what he comes with first. He does come with 2 interchangeable hands, gripping hands, so we can hold something. Again, no fists. It'd be cool if they like at least gave us 1 gripping hand and 1 fist, just to have some you know, alternatives. And we do get his sunglasses. The sides are really short on them. Probably they just pop right into his head there and hide behind his hair, so you can't really notice, but not bad. Little shades for him. And then I guess we can talk about all the accessories on the figure. It does come with the DX Army clothing, so let's pop this helmet off of him. Comes off very easy. And the difference between this X-Pac figure and the rest of the elites from this wave, or from the previous waves from the DX Army, is he has a hard good shirt. Very weird that they added the hard good, but I definitely understand why. He does have the cloth leather jacket, so if they were going to cheap out on one thing, it was going to be the shirt. However, I do have a spare shirt right here that we're going to throw on him. I don't know, we might not even throw any of this stuff on him, because I think X-Pac looks pretty cool in his wrestling gear, and I don't even have really any of the other DX guys in their DX Army outfits, so yeah, let's pop this head off. Should be able to pop off the head. Yes, perfect. Love the new way Mattel's making their figs. Makes it easier to do a lot of stuff. But we do have to get the joints in the right part here to take this jacket off. I'm actually going to pause the video and we'll come back when we have this jacket off. Right, we got the jacket off of him. Always pop the hands off if you guys are having trouble with that. It makes it way easier. And if you can, pop the head off if you have to. But here he is without the leather jacket on. Pants come off from the back. I love the attire they decided to go with this figure. X-Pac figures have just shot up in price so much. Like, they were just so hard to get, so hard to come by. I'll never forget going to my Walmart a few years back. I think it was like 2016. And seeing the DX X-Pac on the shelves there in Walmart. And then I go to pick it up, and it was a bone cruncher in the box. Someone figure swapped it. I was so disappointed. But still don't have that version. It'd be nice if they upgraded that in the future with maybe this head sculpt. But yeah, man, he looks awesome. Look at those white and black DX pants. Always saw him wearing these back in the day. Let's go ahead and remove this rubber DX shirt. I almost said NWO shirt, because he was a part of the NWO at one point too. But again, the rubber shirts, man, I get why they have them still, but not a huge fan of the rubber shirts. But sometimes you gotta, you know, save some money here and there, even if you are a big toy company. But there is X-Pac in his full wrestling gear, man, and wow, I'm so happy to have him. The hair looks fine. I've noticed some of the ones online, the hair was kind of sticking out. As you can kind of see here on the right side, it sticks out a little bit. I'm assuming that's for his shades. So you can put his shades on. But with his shades on, he'll look alright, I guess. Not bad. They kind of look a little crooked. But anyways, I think it's awesome. Let's bring in some other DX fellow members to do a little side-by-side comparison. Alright everybody, here they are, the army, the DX army, completed. Even though it's not the correct China. I wasn't going to pay $50 for another China. I thought this one kind of did the trick. Yeah, same with Billy Gunn. I did buy 2 of Billy Gunn so I could get extra soft goods. And yeah, I think they look awesome together, man. I'm pumped to finally have the whole team. Definitely need to still customize the shirts. I do need to cut the sleeves off of this Road Dogg just to show off those arm tats. And I probably will cut a belly top DX shirt for Billy Gunn, as he did wear that kind of style back then. But honestly, I don't know how I'm going to display this this X-Pac. I might keep him in his wrestling gear. I really wished he came with a bandana, because he was known for rocking the bandana. However, I do have 2 of those Legends Kevin Nash figures from Series 13 or 12, I believe. So I'm going to try to maybe put one of those headbands on this X-Pac. I don't know how it's going to look. But, yeah, just having X-Pac in the collection is awesome. I guess I forgot to mention, too, where I got these figures from. Huge shout out to CWF, Canada Wrestling Figures here in Canada. Mike, the guy there who runs it, he's just Class A guy, always helping us Canadians with the figures we can never get here. So huge shout out to him for actually getting most of these figures, I believe. So yeah, X-Pac looks great. Happy to add him to the collection. Another thing I forgot to mention, actually, just coming to my mind, this leather jacket. I don't know if you guys are thinking the same as me, but having a leather jacket, you can give so many other wrestlers a different look. I cannot wait. I'm going to put this leather jacket on one of my Ultimate Triple H's. So with that head and the hat, and hopefully we can find a Triple H, or I can get a figure with jeans or something to do a head swap or something with, because I really want that look with the hat and the leather jacket that Triple H used to rock back in the, I think it was 1999, maybe 2000. But yeah, so I'll be making a custom figure of that. But yeah, there you go, guys. There's the DX Army and the Kane figure. I guess we can sneak Kane back in here in the back. This was a two-figure review. So, some final thoughts. Definitely get these figures if you can. If you're in Canada and you can't find these figures anywhere, check out Facebook Canadian Wrestling Figures. And I'm sure somebody in the group can hook you up. There's multiple people in the Facebook group that get connections from the States, but dealing with Mike, the group runner, and the guy that gets most of the figures, I'd say you have a pretty good chance of getting these You do have to pay a little extra, but come on, like, where else are you going to get them? You can't get them anywhere else. So there's the review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. We are gonna review some Ultimate Edition figures in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, everybody.